Greetings everyone, Tony Garcia here with Kokoro Personal Training. Today I'm going to take you through another short resistance band workout along with, after the workout, give you some tips on proper form. Okay, probably go over that as we're doing this exercise as well. So if you've been following along, you should know that this month in June we'll be focusing on using resistance bands as part of our workout. Not for all the movements, but we will be incorporating it. So as we get towards the end of the month, I'll let you know what piece of equipment to get for next month. I love doing it this way so that once a month you can go out and get a nice inexpensive piece of equipment and you can follow along with these workouts. The equipment I normally recommend, sorry about that, for some reason it just loses connections randomly every once in a while. But anyways, a lot of the equipment I like to recommend are inexpensive. They fit in the drawer, they're easy to carry along, because I know if you work in an office, you're not able to carry a whole gym with you, but if you just carry a little piece of equipment with you from time to time and keep it in your drawer, then you can get into pretty good workouts throughout the day. Just kind of get the blood flowing, keep your strength up, things like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into a small workout. So the set we're going to be doing, the movements we're going to be doing today, so we're going to do push-ups using a resistance band to add a little bit more resistance. We're going to do quick turn squats, okay, and do small lunges. I'll show you how that works. And then we're going to go into shoulder presses. At the same time we're doing the shoulder presses, we're going to work our obliques, okay, right here on the side. And then we're going to do some triceps. So just follow along, okay, and let's get some good workouts in. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment below, or any things you'd like to see. All right, so what we're going to do is do some push-ups. Now let's get set up for doing this. So you just want to pass the resistance band behind you, okay? You want it kind of high up on your back, okay? Just like this, all right? Getting ourselves positioned. Just grab the cables like so. You want about enough resistance to where when you get on the ground, okay, about right here is where you want that resistance when you push, okay? All right, so go ahead and just grab them like this, and then just get down in push-up position, okay? Place your hands on the cables like this, and let's do 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good. All right, so that's just a little extra way to use your resistance bands to get some more resistance on your push-ups. So again, you know, your imagination is the only thing that can limit you from what the kind of exercise you can do with a resistance band. So use your resistance bands, do some push-ups. All right, so let's take a look at squat turns. Okay, basically what we're going to do is you want your feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart on this one. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to turn one direction, okay, with the balls of our feet like this. From this position, drop your back leg into a short lunge, and then come back to center, squat, turn the other way, same thing. Okay, and we're going to go back and forth, just doing 10 on each side. Okay, so let's keep this going. That was one set. Let's keep going. That's 2. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. And there you go, good. See? Now it's probably a little bit longer one, so that's the one you kind of leave yourself a couple extra minutes to do, because doing 10 on each side leaves you with 10 lunges on each side and then 20 squats. So fairly good series of movement. All right, next thing we're gonna do, so we're gonna get this up, get ready for some shoulder presses. Now when you set this up for shoulder presses, Remember, you want to make sure you set the resistance for up here, okay? And then what we're going to do, we're going to do our shoulder presses, but this time we're going to add just a little bit of a rotation like this. So bodies can go this way, okay, pulling the cord, and then once we get here, we'll extend straight up to the ceiling like this, okay? So the first movement is going to pull those obliques just like this, and the shoulder press or the shoulders in the second part of the movement, okay? So let's get in position here. Just 10 on each side. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And just do the same thing on the other side. Right here. Yep, that's good. All right. And let's do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Very nice. All right, now we're going to finish up. We're doing some tricep extensions. So we're going to do the same thing as with the shoulder press. We're going to set that resistance to a full extension. And then from here, we're going to drop that arm behind us and up like this. Okay? So for this one, I'll turn around. Okay? And just drop behind your back like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, in a minute, I'm going to be talking a lot about form, so it's very important that you work on your proper form. So when you do this, it's very important that you're staying straight up. You get the arm full extended like this, and then make sure you're not doing this, okay? That's not going to work your triceps. Up here, up behind you, okay? Straight up, it's like this. Keep your stomach tight. Keep your back from going too far forward or back. You notice my hand is going down the center of my back. Straight up. Try to keep the elbow from moving too much. And just like that. Okay? So when I'm doing this, I want to make sure you're using proper form so you're working the proper muscles. Okay? You don't want to be, if you do this incorrectly, then you're going to find yourself not working the muscles you have, and while you may be able to do more weight, you're going to find that you're actually doing more damage than good. Okay? So just to remind you too, this episode is brought to you by the kokorosamurai.com. If you've been interested in learning martial arts, but you don't have time to go to a dojo, or you travel a lot, or you want to learn with your family, then I teach for free every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I'll put the link to the group below. You'll be able to go to that group and watch tonight at 7 o'clock, a free Kokoro Jujitsu lesson. I do them every Tuesday. You can go to the website, kokorosamurai.com, register for free, get your own profile page or family page if you want to train as a family. And then as you go through the lessons, you get checked off, you test via Skype. We do a Skype test, and then you get your next belt, and you move on to the next group, which is Goku. Start learning a little bit more advanced lessons all the way through the ranks. Okay, so that's tonight at 7 o'clock. Feel free to join me then. All right, so let's go and move to the second part of this, which is about form. It's very important that when you're doing exercises, that the form comes first. So before you start lifting heavy weights, before you start doing high reps, make sure that your form is there. So a push-up, okay, make sure your back is straight, make sure your arms are placed correctly, okay, so the form is there. So I always recommend whenever you start a new workout to make sure you're doing it without any weights, just to get the form down, and then put the weights on as you go, and make sure that you're able to keep the form. If you find yourself having to do exercises by sacrificing the form, then you're not doing it correctly, you're going to injure yourself. Okay, same thing, let's take the tricep extension as a good example. Okay, common mistake people make is by doing this right here with the triceps. The movement is more of a shoulder press, so now instead of working the triceps like you should be doing, you're now working more of the shoulder. So by dropping the elbow back like this, now you're isolating that tricep right here, and that's what you want to do. You want to isolate that tricep like so. Okay, same thing with the shoulder press. Common mistake people do is doing their hands in like this, especially with free weights. They're doing this. Okay, now you're working more triceps instead of shoulders. So if you're trying to isolate that shoulder, you want to go straight up and down. See how my forearm stays straight, not like this, but straight. You also notice I don't come all the way down here. Okay, this is just wasted space. You want to come down to right here to where you're flush or parallel with the ground, and push back up. Okay, same thing when it comes to squats. We talk about making sure your knees aren't going past your toes. That's going to put undue stress on your knees. So you want to push out when you squat, so that you're sitting back. Okay, same thing with lunges, making sure that when you're doing lunges, your knees aren't going past your toes, not doing this movement right here, but dropping straight down. Okay, so the proper form is going to allow you to work the muscles that you're intended to work, and make it less likely to cause injury to yourself. So whatever exercise or movement you're going to be doing, make sure that you understand the proper form for that movement. Just like I teach in martial arts at night, I make it look easy doing those techniques. That's because I've been doing it for over a quarter of a century. Initially, I had to make sure I paid attention to the details, because otherwise the techniques would have done correct, be wasting energy, not hitting my target, so on and so on. Same thing with fitness. It's important that you make sure that you're keeping that form correct, so you're isolating the muscles that you want to work, working the proper muscles, and not putting yourself in a situation to where you're trying to cringe and push weird angles, torquing yourself, can lead to injury and not get the results that you want. So hope this last episode helped you. All right, join me tonight at 7 o'clock for a free Kokoro Jujitsu lesson. Again, I'll put the link in the below in the description. Also, if you have any comments, questions, or anything you'd like to see, again, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll be happy to respond. All right, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow for another short workout. Take care. Bye.